All right, ladies, gentlemen, gamers, and food enthusiasts, welcome back to another video in the HelloFresh review series where I am clothed this time, but only slightly, and I'm back in my basement. It's around the same time as I did the original video, so this is pretty much going to be the same process. I think people enjoyed the first video of me making the pecan-crusted chicken. And you know what? I thought I'd give HelloFresh another fair shake, and I would do the next food in line, which is the Jammy bacon Gouda melts. So I don't think this is gonna be as good as the pecan crusted chicken. This looks in some ways better. It looks like it'll be less work. In some ways, it looks not as good, as in it's not as good of a meal. But I mean, hell, it has bacon, and I'm American, so I love bacon. Even though I really like turkey bacon, I don't give a fuck about bacon. But yeah, we have this. I don't know how much I'm gonna record of the process as I did last time. Maybe I might do less. I don't really know because my family's still upstairs being obtrusive. But you know, I guess we'll see. And even though no one really asked for this, I decided to do it anyway because that's what I do on my channel. No one asks for anything, but I give you guys amazing content. So here it is. Without further ado, let's see what's going on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're upstairs. We've unboxed the HelloFresh. We have all the ingredients here. I'm not gonna lie, it seems a little bit less than the last one. And I've waited so long. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, progress report. I'm gonna be straight dead honest. This is already harder than the last one. This is not easy at all. Cooking multiple things at the same time, especially this, has taken up a majority of the time, and I'm just here to say this shit is hard as fuck. Not only can I not read, but I also can't measure because it said ½ inch thick. It took me forever to cut these. I don't know if they're ½ inch, but we got what we got. But anyway, yeah, this is proving a little bit more difficult. I'm still on step like 1 and 2, and we'll see how it's gonna keep going, but you know, we're gonna keep going. Fig jam. Okay, progress report, everyone. Remember how I said this was harder than the last one? Well, goddamn, it really is. So not only do I not know how to measure because of the stupid freaking potatoes in the oven, which are up there, not only do I also not know how to freaking, like, read, because I'm not doing this correctly, I don't think. I also don't think I know how to properly cut things because this food has now taken a a physical toll on me. I'm cutting these onions, and I'm having trouble cutting them, and you know, they say onions make you cry. Well, if you could see my face right now, there's tears streaming down it. Because goddamn, they really do. My eyes are burning like the hot 7 hells. And to make matters worse, I got so bad at cutting, and I got so upset that I was crying, that I just forsook the knife, and I was like, I'm gonna meat man cave mode this, and I just started using my hands and ripping it apart. But anyway, this is the result. It said, you know, thinly sliced, and here it is. But yeah, at this point, the food is taking its toll on my eyes, and I'm crying. But yeah, I'll be back soon. Oh my god. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, next progress update. I'm not gonna lie, this has tested me in more ways than one. As you can see, I've packed everything not neatly into the sandwiches, as this stupid freaking thing has told me to. I've had extreme difficulty doing it. You could see the cheese is sticking out a little bit there. As I was caramelizing the onions, oil spilled out on my bare belly right here and burned me it's as if the food was attacking me. It was upset. It was upset at me. I feel like I've made this whole thing wrong. This whole thing has made me question my skills with everything, especially reading, right over there. And yeah, I don't know. It made me question my life in extreme ways. But I'm gonna move on to the last step, and I'm gonna try and cook this thing again on there. The oil's probably gonna splash on me again and give me some burns, but you know what? Pleasure is pain, isn't it? But anyway, I guess we'll come back when everything is finished and good. All right, everyone, we're pretty much done with the entire process. I swear it looks better underneath here than it does on top. I burned a little on top, but it doesn't matter. I had to flip it. But anyway, I've noticed a couple things. I may have added too much sugar to the caramelized onions because I thought more sugar would make it better if I messed it up, but it was a self-fulfilling prophecy, and I think that messed it up more. But in the saving grace of everything, I think the potato wedges came out decent. But I'm gonna slap it all together on the plate, eat it, and give my, I guess, final review of it. But overall, this was definitely a different experience from the first one. And yeah, I guess we'll find out really how it was soon. Alright everyone, I know I said the next video was going to be my final review of it once I eat it, but I kind of wanted to get one more video of just all of it together. Now, it does look a little burnt, like I said. It did look better previously underneath, but I left it on the pan too long, and then I ended up burning the other side as well. But I think we already know how my experience has been going with this so far and how I feel about it. But one more thing I wanted to add to this whole little adventure was the fact that this paper, this shit right here, does not advertise this shit correctly. It makes you think that it'll all fit, which it doesn't. And then it makes you think that you're gonna get Gouda, which you technically do, but it's a different color. It makes you think the caramelized onions are gonna look like that once they're ready. They don't! And yeah, just in general, there's a lot of falsities propagated by this sheet. So in general, like I said before, the next video is most likely going to be the review. And we'll see how it is, you know, after I eat it and after I feast. But yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the final video in the HelloFresh series for the part of whatever the fuck this shit was called, the Gouda melts, the jammy potato bullshit. So I just finished it. I literally just ate the last bite and swallowed it, so the idea is still fresh in my mind. How was this? So in terms of, I would say, quantity, it was about as much as the chicken. I would say maybe the chicken was a little bit more because it came with the salad. The salad was actually pretty hefty. This one, I guess the cider is potatoes, you know, the sweet potatoes. They weren't bad, they were pretty good. I feel like the salad lasted me longer though, and definitely was more flavorful. The sweet potatoes were nice, but I would have to give it to the pecan crusted chicken salad at that point. In terms of the actual quality of the taste of the main product, in terms of the quality of the sandwiches that I kind of burned, I would say there's definitely some leeway because of error on my part. You know, I definitely did burn a little bit. But regardless, it had sourdough bread. It sounded really nice. However, and again, even with the leeway here, if I didn't do it perfectly, I would definitely say that it came out kind of whatever. It was eh. If I had to relate it to anything, I'd personally relate it to a Burger King sourdough sandwich, honestly. The caramelized onions pretty much tasted the same. They were probably the most overpowering thing in there. It was very sweet. I tasted a little bit of the Gouda, but overall, maybe I shouldn't have cooked as much. I think if the bread was a little softer, it would have been nicer, but that doesn't really change the taste. It just changes the texture. And yeah, so pretty much right now, the ideas I had from the first review are still ever present. It was nice. It was cool. It wasn't enough to feed a person for an entire fucking week. And if I got the 2-meal one instead of the 3-meal one, because I got 3 instead of 2, this would have been it. This fed me for 2 days, for 1 meal on both days. I cannot survive a day with this. I mean, I can, maybe, but I would be hungry. So, does this supply you for the week? Fuck no. Is it worth it for the price? Fuck no. You could get all these things and more. I could get more sweet potatoes for like, I think a fraction of the price than what I got here. I got like 2 or like they're 3. I think I got 2 here. And, you know, it was good. You know, it was a sweet potato, but, you know, it's whatever. Now, a lot of these things I'm pretty much realizing, aside from like the figs jam spread, you can pretty much make all this shit on your own. And I'm gonna be honest, it's probably easier too because you're gonna make more. And I think the problem with HelloFresh is it's probably for rich people and it's convenient because it's better than having to get it all separately. It just comes into you in like one big box. It's pre-portioned, you know. It gives you nice instructions, but it's not that hard to do unless you're me. But overall, I don't know. I'm getting a much negative impression on HelloFresh stuff so far. Now, granted, we do have one more thing in the HelloFresh series, and that's curry. But, you know, we'll see when I get to that. We'll see if I'll do that. If anyone has any recommendations or not recommendations, if anyone has a want to view that, I'll do it. I mean, even if no one says they want it, I'll still probably do it. But yeah, so overall, if I had to rate this meal, I'd probably rate it around... It's definitely lesser than the pecan-crusted chicken, because in almost every way it was harder, more annoying, and it really made me realize the negative things about HelloFresh, which is they don't give you enough. It's kind of simple to make, which is both a good and a bad thing. Because it's so simple, you can really make it on your own with all the other ingredients you could normally get. But, you know, I am sponsored, so it's still worth it if you use my promo code. But only if you do that. But, yeah, overall, I'd probably rate it a good 6 out of 10. Maybe a 5.5. It was honestly whatever. It was more of a hassle to make it than anything. I would rather just eat normal, regular food that I make normally. If I'm spending this much time to make something and it's tasting like this, granted, again, this is still with the leeway of I messed it up. But even considering that, you know, I'm going to bump it down to like a 5.5. I'm going to say a 5.5 hello to HelloFresh's out of 10. So anyway, that's going to be it. I'll probably maybe do the curry one whenever, and that's it. Hope you enjoyed.